a ruler forged in fire and storm. Sasha was born with the strength of 100 men and the wisdom of his ancestors. His people looked to him not only as a king, but as a shield, their guardian against the darkness that lurked beyond the mountains. But peace is fragile. From the dark forests of the east, a horde of shadow creatures stirred, born of nightmare and hunger. They marched toward Valhalla, eager to swallow the light and silence the songs of men. Sasha, unshaken, raised his axe to the heavens. Lightning danced across the sky as his voice thundered. Warriors of Valhalla, the time has come. Stand with me, for today we carve our names into eternity. The horns of war roared. Thousands of warriors gathered, their shields shining beneath the auroras. Brothers, sisters, fathers, sons, all stood ready, hearts ablaze with courage. The battlefield erupted with fire and fury. Steel clashed with darkness, shields broke, and warriors fell. Yet Sasha stood at the heart of the storm, his glowing axe cleaving through shadow after shadow. His voice carried across the chaos, a beacon that turned fear into strength. The battle raged until dawn, and when the dust settled, the shadows lay broken upon the earth. Bloody but unbowed, Sasha planted his axe into the ground as the golden sun rose behind him. His people lifted their voices in triumph, their cheers echoing into the mountains. They thought the war was over. They thought the shadows had been destroyed. But from the ashes, a greater darkness rises. And Sasha must face not just monsters, but a king of shadows himself. After the great victory in Valhalla, peace reigned for only a short time. The people rebuilt, songs filled the halls, and Sasha watched his kingdom thrive. But in the depths of the broken forest, where the shadows first emerged, a new power stirred. Whispers spread of a warlord cloaked in night, a being who called himself the Shadow King. His power was unlike any enemy before. He did not send mere beasts. He raised an entire army from the dead. Sasha stood at the gates of Valhalla, watching black clouds gather over the horizon. His heart was heavy, but his spirit burned bright. He turned to his people and declared, "If darkness brings a king, then Valhalla shall answer with its own." The warriors roared in unison, their axes and swords striking against their shields. Days later, the clash began. An army of the dead stretched across the plains, hollow eyes, rusted armor, shadows moving in unison under the command of their king. Sasha rode at the front lines, his glowing axe shimmering with the blessing of the gods. The ground trembled as Valhalla's warriors charged. The battle was unlike any before. Each warrior fought not only with strength, but with their very soul. Sparks of fire lit the sky, and the sound of steel against bone echoed like thunder. Then, from the chaos, the Shadow King appeared. Towering, cloaked in darkness, his crown forged from broken blades, his voice deep as the void. "Valhalla will fall," he roared, "and you will kneel, Sasha." But Sasha did not bow. He raised his axe and answered, "Even in death, we will stand, for Valhalla never kneels." The two kings clashed, axe against blade, light against shadow. Each strike shook the earth, each roar split the heavens. As night turned to dawn, the final blow shook the battlefield. The clash ended in silence, and only one king stood tall. But
After
this
the
was
great victory
only
in
the
Valhalla.
beginning. For even legends must face trials greater than themselves. If you want to see what becomes of Sasha and the Shadow King, subscribe and join the warriors of Valhalla. the saga continues. But